Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to post this video because there's just so many females that's online that's just all angry and tight because they say they can't find a good man. But most of y'all gotta realize that if you guys started having children at a young age, I say anything under 18, and you got like 4 kids, you ladies have to understand that men talk about y'all with utter urgency to run away from y'all and to only use y'all to entertain the idea of what we can get from y'all. I won't say we because I don't do that. I'm tired of meeting really good, attractive women, but when it comes down to it, they got too many kids. I'm just saying, what kind of future is a man gonna have with a woman who has 4 kids, dude? 3 kids. And I wouldn't even say so much the kid part as so much the multiple baby daddy part. Children are beautiful. You understand? It's not their fault that they come here. And there's all this type of birth control. You got like dozens of birth control for women to prevent children, right? I'm working on getting my son custody of my son from a mom who had him just to be on. I don't even know why she had my son. She didn't want him. She got rid of him when he was 2 months old. So I've been fighting for him since he was born. And I don't blame anyone but myself because of the terms of how I had my son. So I refuse to have another child under that same precedent where I'm going to have a reckless female out here not really knowing her whole life and commit to someone who's reckless. Because if she's reckless with your life, her life, she's going to be reckless with yours. That's facts. You guys, you ladies have to understand that men don't want to be tied down with a woman who got too many kids. I don't care how much money you got, how bomb your pussy is, where you live, how good you look. It's not worth it to us. What if we want to have a kid with you? So that means our kid would be 5 for you, 6 for you. Do you even care about the emotional stress that it will put on to a man who wants to have a life with you? You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of women say, well, if he loves me, then he's going to take care of my kids and all of that. You want to know something? That's very selfish. What about what that man wants? You understand? You guys got to understand that a man wants to see himself in the future with you. If you make the same mistakes with child number 1, child number 2, child number 3, child number 4, what makes you think you're going to make the same mistake with child number 5? You know what I'm saying? I just want to think logic. Like, damn, if you are having a struggle, why would you want to have another child? Why are you keep having children and expecting a man? And then y'all talk down to us like, yo, if I have 5 kids, I will respect the woman not want to get involved with me because she feels my life is too hectic for her. I will respect that. And you want to know something? I can only blame myself because you want to know why? I should have been keeping my shit right. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be sitting here putting seeds in every girl's belly because that's a gift. See, I understand this when I had my son that you can't have children in a chaotic life. Like if you bring a life into a chaos, you just bring another life into chaos. Kids do not deserve to be in a life where they're neglected, abused, overlooked, shadowed, pushed to the side. For anything that we as parents have in our lives, we have to put our children first. And I'm sorry, a woman that got 3 kids, 2 kids, she sit up here still entertaining other men because she know men don't want to be around her children, so she don't want to bring men around her children. So what she does, she just plays this hotel creep weekend type of activity, thinking that, oh, if I spend enough time with this gentleman, he's gonna, no, we're not gonna get attached. We're not. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because look at your life. What are you doing? Turning up, fucking, like, yo, I don't know what to say. I want better for women everywhere. I want women to understand that as men, you know what I'm saying, our job is to protect and provide. You understand what I'm saying? Our job is not to provide for family that ain't ours. See, if we do that, yeah, that's a plus. But I mean, come on. There is no way I'm having three people in my pocket when all I want is one. And you know what I'm saying? I've talked to females who don't want children. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing about it too. Like, oh, I have too many kids. I'm done having kids. I don't want to have any more kids. What you mean you don't want to have any more kids? What you mean you want to have any more kids? That's how life is. Your problem is you had them with the wrong dudes. And now you're put off from having children, and you got to understand, men deserve children. Little boys don't deserve children. Men deserve children. And if it's about what a man wants, a man is supposed to want what the woman wants. You know what I'm saying? And the woman's supposed to want what the man wants. So there has to be some type of common ground in there. But there's never any common ground. Everyone's just thinking like, it's my life, it's my life. If you don't like it, well, go someplace else. All right, so that's what's happening. Niggas are going someplace else, and y'all are mad. Y'all are tight. You understand what I'm saying? I've been single 5 years. Check the resume. Just because of all of the reckless shit that's going out there with women. Y'all want a good man, but y'all don't want the responsibilities of, you know what I'm saying, of having a good man. Which means, yeah, you're going to have to listen to this nigga, you know, talk shit. And you're going to have to listen to this nigga, you know what I'm saying, try to uplift you too at the same time and be harsh. He's not going to, I don't know, cater to your passiveness. A real man is going to fucking shake you the fuck up and be like, yo, I'm not, fuck this pity party. Get up. Get it right. Fuck the world. It's just about you and yours right now. That's what a man's going to say to you. And if you're in this rut of depression, whatever, a man's going to be like, yo, fuck that. Like, I don't got, there's no time for that in a relationship for you to be depressed. If that nigga's the one that's making you depressed, and you leave him. If you're depressed, handle your depression before you get into a relationship with the man. Because when a man does take interest in a woman, it doesn't really matter how much kids you have. It doesn't. When a man loves you, he loves you. It ain't gonna matter. But what I'm saying is to you women who are having children, don't you want to care about his feelings? Don't you want to care about, you know what I'm saying? What if I really do find love? Don't I want to give this man a child? Here it is, I got all of these remnants running around of all my past negative relationships. And here it is, I got a man that actually loves me, and I don't want to give him a baby. I don't want to go through all of the horrid torture of giving him a child. So you say no to him, and you shut everything down because you have too many children already. And you know, and you see the struggle, like, oh, I'm gonna be by myself. It's very condescending for a man to listen to a woman who thinks that she's going to be by herself when she has a child with him. And you want to know what that notion is? It's because she doesn't have faith in how he's feeling, or she doesn't even she's not even aware of how he's feeling, because she's still in a chaotic moment of her past relationships, because she still sees all the resentment of her children running around from all of these niggas that did her wrong. Now at the end of the day, all I can say is, don't bring any man around your children unless you're going to marry that man. I had a woman tell me this just today. She was like, the only time I'm going to bring a man around my kids is if he's going to marry me. And I respected that, because you just can't be reckless having all of these niggas around your bed. Like, I just spoken to a girl. I spoke to a shorty like a couple of days ago. And she was telling me, like, she just had 5 months ago, she just had a dude living in her crib with her, and she got 4 kids. Her oldest is 23, her youngest is 14, but she be taking care of her grandkid who's 2. And I'm like, I'm listening to all of this. I'm like, yo, so where is the man supposed to fit in anywhere in that relationship? Like, where is he in there? Like, you got the grandbaby, 4 kids, the youngest is 14, oldest is 23. Like, where's man time? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, she started having kids at like fucking what, 15, 16? I'm just saying. I don't want that for my wife. I don't want that for the mother of my child. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all women still got tattoos of your past relationships on you. That's another no-no too. Like, don't have a man coming into your life and you got shit in your home or stuff on your body that still holds remnants to a past emotional relationship that you still have ties to. What kind of crap is that? Yo, if I'm gonna have a shorty come to my house, or my girl, anybody that I'm interested in per se, come to my house, I'm not gonna have her come to my crib with other remnants of my past emotional exploits so she can be around to bring bad karma on our relationship. So ladies, if you sitting up there having niggas over and having niggas over and having niggas over in relationships or whatever, that's why they're not working out. Is because you're bringing a new person into an old environment and it has still the old karmas there with the old relationship. So how do you think it's gonna fare? And you don't gotta even tell a man. You think, yo, you don't gotta tell a man. Just like a woman, yo, when a woman comes in my home, I could tell if she already knows if there's another woman that's been there or not. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that gives off to a woman about a man's environment that she can already tell if there's been females there. So you think men can't tell the same thing? Like, there's an environment, like when we come in, it's like, yo, yeah, there's be niggas over here, like, yo, there be some bros over here, like, yo, come on. You know what I mean? Just trying to keep y'all hip. So at the end of the day, don't let no man around your kids if he's not trying to marry you. Marry. We didn't say wife. We ain't even gonna get in this side chick shit. That's just a whole nother whatever. But we're just gonna stick on the kids for right now because I'm only 38. I would like to have a relationship, you know what I'm saying, where I get married and have some kids. I ain't having no kids without being married. That's not gonna happen. But see, that's just the standard that I'm setting for myself because I'm learning from my mistake. But I just hope that females will stop being bitter, and I hope that when a nigga's sitting up here telling you all of the right things and all of the right things, you gotta filter out truth from bullshit, because the more kids you have, the more bullshit you're gonna have. The less of the sincere. I'm not just saying, like, it's still not gonna be a struggle, because it is, but you're making more of a complicated struggle by giving something to a man or giving something to a male that should be given to a man. You know what I'm saying? It's like females who deserve to have children can't have children. And like the men who deserve to have children aren't fathers. And here it is, we having all these other people having children and stuff, and they're not good parents, and kids getting caught up into the system, and you know what I'm saying? So, on a personal note, you know what I'm saying, we have an organization. It's called Fend Fathers in Need, that we try to help a lot of fathers, you know what I'm saying, get custody of their kids and stuff like that. So there is a change in an environment where fathers are starting to man up and take responsibility, but the females are not making it easy. You ladies are not making it easy because you're still having multiple children. You're not having an understanding where even if even if you ain't have no dealings with the baby daddy, that doesn't dissolve the father of the obligation of the child. So when you have a man that really cares for you, he's going to care for the child too. But why should a man take care of a child that isn't his? Of course he's going to. Let's move off of that. But why should he? At the end of the day, don't, the man, the DNA father, is still responsible for the child. So if you as a woman holding that man responsible financially still, then yeah, that matters. Because still, it's just not the husband's or your boyfriend's responsibility. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And if you putting that on his shoulders, that makes you selfish. You understand? Because that's not his child. There's no way I'm gonna let my mother. There's no any woman I'm dating gonna come out her pocket for my son, because you know what I'm saying. If my baby mom ain't doing it, then I'm gonna do it by myself. Period. And the only person I'm gonna sit up here and implement that type of activity will be with my wife, because you know what I'm saying, that's different. And here it is. This is where y'all are not getting wifey material from thought material, just from out here slinging and entertainment. If a man's entertaining you, he ain't gonna give a hell about your lifestyle, how many kids you got. He ain't gonna care. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna, whatever. Or he's just gonna probably use you for what you got or whatever benefits, come in your crib, live with you for a while till he finds a better bitch to sit up there and mooch off of. But a real independent man needs to have a woman who understands what he needs to out of her and what he wants out of his life. And not only that, a man has to understand what a woman wants out of her life. And I know that's just not just having kids, because I don't see none of y'all women with lucrative careers actually having, 4 kids or even 2 kids or more, having a nice career. It's always females living off of the state, the system, the government, or whatever, and I'm not putting any females down. This is just a facts because I have my ears to the community and I'm out there. I know what's out there. And a lot of y'all women are not independent. Y'all living at home with your mom still or whatever, got DCF cases and, all of this stuff going on where there's just mad chaos and you're having more people involved in a more chaotic life. It's not fair to the child. So all I'm asking is, get birth control. I wouldn't even fuck with birth control. I'd use like condoms or something, because birth control stops kids. It don't stop STDs. And if you're gonna sit up here be piping and raw dogging and all these other people and shit, I would just say have protective sex. But if you're gonna have a relationship and you're gonna be with one person and y'all gonna emulate toward being an item and hopefully move toward marriage, then you got to think of other sources of birth control. Just be responsible people, responsible parents, because like I said, our children do not deserve to come and be born into a chaotic life that we make for them. It's not fair. You know what I'm saying? I want something better for my son because I didn't have it. My parents, I was born into a chaotic, abusive, neglectful by nature family. You know what I'm saying? Where it's okay for them to hit you and say things that aren't true, slander you, and then the next day break bread with you and eat with you and act like nothing happened the next day. I will not live that life, and I will not have my son around that. So at the end of the day, I hope everyone can respect where I'm coming from and understand that, each one reach one, teach one. We can all pass it along because we all have daughters, we all have sons, and we have to set the example for them. That's the most important thing, setting the example for them. Who else other than their parents are they going to do it? TV? TV's going to set the example on how to teach our kids how to have standards, morals, be responsible, respect women, respect each other, respect humans, or just live. I'm sorry, I'm not leaving it to the man or TV. I'm going to take responsibility for mine. All I'm asking is that y'all females take responsibility for yours. Understand that children are a gift. It's not something to be squandered and to be given to every man. So be wise about it. Please move in a way. You know what I'm saying? I know my wife is out there. She gonna find she gonna find my ass. Cause I ain't out there. I ain't got 5 kids, 6, 7 kids. I only got 1 son. You know what I'm saying? I had him when I was 30. And I still, at that time when I had my son, I still was lost because I was scared to become a father. I knew my standards weren't a good example, and I didn't know if I could be that a good example for my son. But I am, and I've risen up to be that, and I'm proud of myself because my father didn't do that for me. My father just, he divorced my mom and ran when I was 5, and I never seen him again. So at the end of the day, I am proud of myself, and I'm proud of all of the females and all of the men out there who rise above their parents and able to offer their children things that they didn't get from their parents, because that's what's big, that's what's most important, is reaching that higher level of elevation where you can rise above your parents and not just like an emotional standpoint with connection of your children, but just in all aspects, career, spirituality, integrity, character, even in love. You can rise above your parents and show love to your children in ways your parents never showed love to you. So please just keep this in mind and have a good life.